All right, guys, what's going on? We're going to start talking sports here on this channel. Right now, college basketball is hotter than it's ever been, and it's coming down to the bubble with 3 weeks left till the tournament. I know you guys are excited about conference stuff and everything else, but March Madness is 3 weeks away from finding out who's in it. I don't know about you, but I've already started bracket preparations. And we're going to start talking about today's games, February 25th, Tuesday, okay? We're going to go over some news, and then we're going to break down each one of these games, and I'm going to give you my picks, tell you what to do, tell you what not to do. And if you listen, great. If you don't, that's fine too. But just take in what I'm saying, and let's have a good college basketball day. All right, guys? So first off, let's talk about what happened last night. Houston went into Texas Tech, told Patrick Mahomes to go fuck himself, and basically went in there and took care of business. Houston's defense is an amazing thing to watch, okay? Not only that, they only play 7 or 8 guys, and those 7 or 8 guys could be starters on pretty much any team in the country. So Kelvin Sampson has really done a great job. He's coach of the year as far as I'm concerned. Him and Rick Pitino, to me, are neck and neck. Maybe give the nod to Pitino because he had less at St. John's. But let's not overlook what Sampson's done at Houston, okay? It's been a great thing. And, again, they went in there and handled their business against Texas Tech. The last 5 minutes of Houston games are amazing to watch, how they just shut down teams, okay? If you'll remember the last meeting with Texas Tech, they went into Houston, they beat them in overtime, but they had to have overtime to do it. All right. So, also, Kansas is fucking bad. All right. Kansas struggled with fucking Colorado. Okay. They struggled. And they've brought in all these people. Hunter Dickinson fucking sucks. All right. He's terrible. He's 7'2" or whatever the fuck he is. And he moves like a fucking banana nut muffin with legs. Like, all right? He's awful. The guy that they got, AJ Stores from Wisconsin, should have stayed in fucking Wisconsin. He clearly can't play at Kansas for whatever reason. And I don't know. Maybe too much corn and shit everywhere there. I don't know what it is, but he fucking sucks. All right? So there's that. So those were the 2 games. Kansas is trash. They're going to get beat in the first or second round of the fucking tournament. Blow that team up and fucking bring in 5 new guys. Okay. Let's go into some news with college basketball. Utah fires their head coach. He's been there 4 years. He ain't done shit. No one's heard anything out of Utah basketball at all. You can't name one player that Utah has had on the fucking basketball team at all. Okay? So, of course, you're going to fire the guy. All right? So that happened. The polls came out. All right? Auburn's new number 1 still. I say new because every week people are like, let's get Duke in there. Let's fucking get Duke in there. Cooper Flag. Knipple Knopple. Let's fucking get Duke in there. No, let's not. All right? Auburn got all the fucking votes. All 60 of them. All right, we don't need no Knuppel or Flag. We need Janai Broom. That's what we need. All right. Duke is number 2, so they're knocking on the fucking door, but they ain't there. I have some discrepancy between 3 and 4. It says Florida's 3 and Houston's 4. Houston beats Florida. Houston would beat Florida twice. So whatever you guys are thinking, probably because Florida's in the SEC is the reason we're thinking this, and I get that. Houston would beat Florida. Okay? Houston would probably beat my team, Tennessee. So I would mix that up. I would put Houston at 3, knock Florida down to 4, and Tennessee at 5. That's fine. That is completely okay. And, you know, the team that's kind of creeping up a little bit, St. Mary's is 23. At 25-4, just handling business against Gonzaga and everybody. So St. Mary's, they lose some transfers. That one kid went to fucking UConn, ain't done shit. All right, but they just keep retooling. I don't even know where St. Mary's is fucking at, but they keep doing pretty good. So that's the top 25. We'll see if anything changes after that. Alert, though, all you betters. Condon's back for the Gators. Okay, he'll be back after being out 3 games. Some things on Condon. When he scores over 10 points and gets a double-double, that team wins. They don't lose. All right? When he scores over 10 points, they win. They don't lose. Okay? Flat out. They've needed him. They've still been rolling and winning, but they haven't been winning as healthily as they do with him. So there's that. The athletic director at Stanford is probably going to resign. That's what everyone's saying right now. And he should. Football, they ain't shit. Okay? They ain't shit. Basketball, they're decent, but really ain't going to do much this year. And the worst part about it is, Peja Stojakovic's kid got, recruited and went to Stanford as a freshman. They let him go. He goes to fucking Southern Cal, and he's done well. So how do you let that guy go? Pure shooter? I don't know. You're a fucking idiot, I guess. So fucking resign. I guess. Go resign. Retire, better yet. Hopefully no one picks him up. You can't let Stojakovic go like that. And with a name like that, I just love saying it, Stojakovic, okay? Maybe you heard about this crazy-ass story, too. The IU Indy bus caught on fire. Yeah. I don't know what kind of buses you're driving in Indy. I don't know if you can afford a Greyhound, or if you're in a fucking Winnebago or what you're in, but how does your fucking bus catch on fire? You smoking it up back there in the back? Is that what's happening? I mean, damn, your bus caught on fire, but nobody's hurt, so that's good. The team's safe. How are they going to play after that? It's 2024. It's a traumatic event. The players may not be right in the head. They might have the PTSD. I don't know. But I would look at that going in the next game, see if it affects them. Who knows? PTSD. An Arizona BYU game. I don't know if you guys caught that one. All right, but the fans, Arizona fans, just really have something to say to BYU. And the school as a whole is trying to apologize and say, we're sorry, Mormons. We're sorry. But, yeah, tough place to play. Staying with Arizona, we're going to move to Arizona State. Bobby Hurley's team, Dan Hurley, Connecticut coach's brother, he's got a problem because his leading scorer, Freeman, is no longer with the team. Details will come out about that, I'm sure. But Arizona State no longer has their leading scorer, which tells me stay the fuck away from ever betting Arizona State the rest of the year. There you go. And something a little bit of fun right here. Alex Rodriguez hits a fucking half-court shot and wins $10,000 for a fan. That's pretty cool. Athletes are athletes, no matter how old they are, but that's all right. Jay Will does it all the time on College game day in a suit and dress shoes. All right, let's get into some of these top 25 games that we have for Tuesday, February 25th of the 2025 basketball year. Up first, we have Houston played yesterday. We already talked about that. I so want to talk about them some more, but I'm not. We're just going to start strong. At 7 o'clock, we got Duke going into Miami. All right, let's talk about how fucking terrible Miami is. Miami's won 6 games, only 2 in the ACC. That's awful. All right, Duke's coming to town with Cooper Flagg and Nipple. All right, coming to town. They're going to beat that ass. That's one thing I know. They're going to beat that ass. 22.5 is a lot of points. I'm not so sure I feel confident in laying those points. But what I am confident in is that you can bet $6,000 to win $100 that Duke's going to beat Miami. If you've got $6,000, you put that shit down to win a Ruth Chris meal for one. Okay? Ruth Chris meal for one. It's going to risk you $6,000, but you're going to get that Ruth Chris meal for free. All right, that's what I'm going to say on that game. Cooper Flagg's come on in there. Now, only bright spot for Miami is some dude named Cleveland. I say some dude, ain't nobody knows who the fuck he is. They ain't got no idea. And, you know, he averages 50 point something field goal percentage, which is good. But, yeah, they're going to need more than that. And I'm sorry, Duke's just going to fucking roll. So put your money on the money line, whatever that is. You know, you got $60 to win $1, whatever it is. Go on in there and get that. Because that's about as for sure a bet as there is. All right. Now, we discussed Florida earlier, guys. Florida plays at 7 o'clock. They're playing Georgia. They're rolling on into Georgia. Let's talk about Georgia for a minute. Georgia wants to get into that tournament. The only way I see Georgia being able to get into this tournament is beating Florida at Georgia tonight. With that being said, they're not going to beat Florida at Georgia tonight, but the line is 7.5. That is stupid. That is fucking dumb. Okay? Something's up here with this line. Everyone's going to pile all over Florida and be like, oh gosh, Florida, Florida, Florida. I would give pause to that. If I have to bet this game, I take Georgia in the points. They're not going to win the game, probably. But 7.5 is going to be a lot at Georgia, I believe, considering Georgia has to have this game. Okay? As I said, Condon's coming back. That is going to boost them big time. But how well will he do back after 3 games? I don't know. Can he put up 10 points? I don't know that either. Okay? You know, they got Walter Clayton. They got Elijah Martin. They got all these people at Florida. And Georgia pretty much has a one-man show with that Newell kid. Okay? He's all over the floor. But, you know, I don't think I'm betting 7.5 on Florida here. I don't. So that's the take on that one. Next up, we got Providence and Marquette. Now, this is a funny game. This is a funny game to me because Marquette's been shitting the fucking bed. Okay? They've shit the bed, Marquette. They're sliding. They're sliding at the wrong time of the year. But let me tell you something about what's about to happen tonight. The line's 13.5. Okay? Marquette's at home. They're playing the Providence Flyers that can't even get out of their own fucking way. All right? They got nobody. They lost Ed Cooley to Georgetown, their coach, who did great things at Providence. I lived around there and I seen it. All right? He did great things. But you can't name a player on the Providence Flyers basketball team, probably, unless you're fucking in Rhode Island. I doubt seriously you know any of their players. Marquette has a player named Cam Jones. Cam Jones is pretty pissed off about how Marquette's playing right now. And Cam Jones is about to go up in there and put up 25 points tonight. I believe that he puts up 25 points, and I believe Marquette wins by 20 or more. I think that's a very safe bet to put 13.5 on that one. And Cam Jones is about to flex that muscle and throw up 25 points. I think this is about to happen. All right? So keep that in mind there as far as that goes. But, yeah, that's a pretty solid bet there. Next, Iowa State and Oklahoma State. All right. First of all, I want to remind folks that there was a rumor last year that old Bill Self at Kansas, and we've talked about how shitty Kansas is, old Bill Self was going to jump ship at Kansas and go to Oklahoma State and coach. All right. That was a rumor. Clearly squashed. Didn't happen. Everything else. And there's a reason why. With every rumor, there's a bit of truth. I believe there could have been a bit of truth in that. He had a fucking heart attack, probably wasn't seeing shit clearly. I don't know. But he didn't go there because Oklahoma State is hot garbage. They are a burning trash can of fucking garbage. They suck. Quite honestly, I don't know how else to put it. Now, I know Iowa State's down some leading scorers and all this other business. They're injured, blah, 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 blah. It's still fucking TJ Ossenberger. It's still Iowa State rolling. Okay, they're going to come in there. They're going to punch them in the mouth. And they're probably going to blow them out by 15, 20 points. But there is no way in the world I'm ever taking Oklahoma State to win the game or cover. Okay? So Iowa State all the way there. Next, we got my team. Now, I let you guys know that this is my team in case I start betting with my heart a little bit. I'm never going to bet against Tennessee, but I'll tell you either take the game or don't take the game. Tonight, take the fucking game. All right? Tonight, take the fucking game. I played high school basketball with the coach of LSU. All right, Matt McMahon. Hell of a player. He's a hell of a coach. But he has struggled since leaving Murray State. Okay, I'm sorry he has struggled, though, against Murray State. Since leaving Murray State, moving to the SEC. Then big boy britches are on. But the SEC is also on. And his transfers have not quite worked out at all. Sorry to say it, McMahon, but you guys ain't working out in the SEC. My team, Tennessee, comes in, and he's also from Tennessee now. We all are. So you would think he wants to really beat this team, but I'm sorry, buddy, you are not going to beat this team. In fact, the best bet of the day is Tennessee's money line against LSU. Bet $600 to win 100. That is the best bet of the day, okay? But I'm going to lay the points myself. So go ahead and lay them 10.5 because they're going to win by 18 to 25 points. Go ahead and lay that 10.5. Chaz Lanier went the fuck off his last game against A&M at A&M. He has no problem playing well on the road. Some would say he plays better on the road than he does at home, okay? Ziegler has been playing 37 years in the fucking team. I don't know how old he is, but he's been there since the dawn of time, and he continues to keep doing big things. If you look at him this year, Ziegler looks strong. He looks like he's been in the fucking weight room, guys, okay? So Tennessee's a healthy cover there. Matt McMahon, I hope they don't fire you because I really like you as a player, coach, individual, a human. Let's not forget what Matt McMahon brought us to. He gave us John Morant. He was the only person to take a chance on John Morant. Now we have him. So good job there, McMahon. All right, moving on. We'll get off Tennessee a little bit here. I don't want to be too biased, but we're going to move down the road to Alabama. Alabama, Mississippi State. Let me tell you something about this game. Alabama got punched in the mouth, okay, by Auburn. I'm not going to say that Alabama's sliding. I don't believe that they're sliding. But here's what I do believe. Alabama's favored by 8.5 against a Mississippi State team. They ain't going to lay down. They ain't coming in to Alabama to lay the fuck down, okay? They're not. They're not going to lay down. They don't care about Coleman Coliseum. They don't care where the fuck they play, all right? They don't care about any of that. And here's why. There's a man named Josh Hubbard on that team. And Josh Hubbard is dirty, all right? And by dirty, I mean he hit some nasty-ass shots last year, pretty much his whole career. The one thing about Josh Hubbard is he only hits 39% of his shots. But he only hits 39% of his shots because he takes 158,000 shots a fucking game. But some of them look so pretty, and he has a motor like no other. He's going to disturb Mark Sears, and I'm going to make a prediction. I may be wrong. You can point it out later if I am. I think Josh Hubbard scores more than Mark Sears does. Okay? So keep that in mind in this game. Do not take Alabama in those points. I like Mississippi and their points at plus 8.5 here. Grant Nelson, where are you at? Buddy, you ain't been playing like you did last year. The only thing you're able to do this year is rebound the ball. Okay, you're doing very well rebounding the ball, but where's those points? Where's them dunks that we're used to seeing? And Mark Sears, buddy, yeah, you're averaging almost 19 points a game, but that ain't Mark Sears basketball. 20 to 22 points a game is. Them 3 points a game has cost y'all some victories. Trust me, it has. Okay? So Mississippi State and the points there. You stick with that. Moving on down the line, we got Wisconsin and Washington. Okay. Washington comes into Wisconsin. Washington is bad. Washington can play Washington State, Seattle University, fucking Western Washington, Eastern Washington, all the Washington. It don't matter. Washington's bad. They're bad. They went out there and got Great Osobor from fucking Utah State. What a name. Great. All right. He's great, literally. They go out there and they get this guy, and he leads the team in everything. Points, rebounds, assists, girls, fucking just everything. Leads the damn team in all of it. What is the result of that? We won 4 games in our conference. Okay? Yeah, welcome to the Big Ten, but 4 games, get the fuck out of here. Washington's been a powerhouse at basketball, in a sense, more than what they're showing. They come to town against a Wisconsin team that's got a guy named John Tonje. And if you ain't seen what the fuck John Tonje's about, you're about to. John Tonje is a big 6'3", 6'4" guard, okay, who shoots 48% as a guard, and he fucking has a 91% free throw percentage, okay? You're not beating that. You're not stopping that. He will get to the line. He will get his 8 free throws a game. You ain't fucking stopping him. Oh, by the way, Wisconsin the best free throw shooting team in the country. Do you know what that means, bettors? That when there's a close game and there's a game on the line and the line's like 3 or 4, if Wisconsin wins the game, they cover the 3 or 4 every fucking time with them free throw shots. So keep that in mind. Great betting team this year. 15.5 points is a whole lot, we would say. But Wisconsin probably going to beat Washington by 30. So get ready for that one. Throw your money on the fucking Wisconsin line right there. All right? I don't think we need to talk no more about Wisconsin. I will take their out of my mouth, and yeah, there's that. All right. So now we move on to Missouri, South Carolina at 9 o'clock. South Carolina is a horrendous fucking SEC basketball team. I'm ashamed that they're in the SEC. They come in playing a Missouri team that's been pretty solid all year at 20 wins. Okay, they have been. South Carolina can't win this game. This is yet another game that is a lock to take the money line at 1,400 to 1. You need to risk $1,400 to win you a single Ruth Chris meal for one. I don't see any way South Carolina wins this. Again, they are another SEC team. You can't name a single fucking player on the team. Okay? Missouri, you may not be able to name the people's fucking roster of the Missouri Tigers either. But just know this. The game's at Missouri. It's against South Carolina. And Missouri's going to easily cover the 14 points, 13.5. But the money line's the bet there. You'll never hear me talk about over and unders on this show because fuck that. I don't do that. I don't like that bet, and some of y'all might. And then our last game of the night, Louisville, Virginia Tech. Okay, so that is the 9 o'clock game at Virginia Tech, East Coast. Louisville is having a great season at 21-6. They are. Chucky Hepburn playing out of his fucking mind. Doing very good. He's worked within the offense quite well. I really like their coach. I think that he's doing a great job. But they're playing a team of Virginia Tech who also, no one knows anybody on their fucking team. All right. They are the middle of the road for the ACC. Sure, Virginia Tech's a somewhat tough place to play, but the line's only 10.5 and Louisville's going to blow that out. Okay. So I wouldn't worry about too much there. And that pretty much wraps up our top 25, guys. Thank you for our first inaugural basketball show. If you like this, subscribe, follow, all the bullshit, hit check marks and alerts and all this stuff. But most importantly, have a good day today. If you guys got anything for me, let me know, comments. I'll be happy to talk to you about anything. I love interacting with you guys. Have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll see you back here Wednesday morning. Later.